Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are building the underwater house. Yeah, it's just as simple as it sounds. It's a house underwater. I was greatly inspired by my multi-level underground build. And then I decided to try to make it so that it was kind of like it was underwater. So we have the base of the build, which you can see here now. So I just decided to remove the ceiling so that I had an idea where to actually place the pools. Because this house is totally surrounded by pools, and then we have large windows in the basement that kind of shines out to the water, and it just looks beautiful in the end with the lighting and everything. The new lighting engine is just amazing. So I was just building here because I wanted a foundation so we could kind of have like a little raised up garden, kind of like we had in the multi-level underground builds. And then I decided to put in another color here just to make the water look a bit more greener, a bit Mediterranean. And I just thought it brought a nice color, and then we're gonna start to add a lot of detail into the water, like rocks and plants and stuff. But yeah, here I'm just working on how the layout is gonna be. So this house has 2 bedrooms, a nice large kitchen, a dining room, and two living room spaces. But the kitchen, dining room, and living room spaces is one big room, kind of divided by different furniture. So it kind of feels like it's separate rooms, but it's really not. So yeah. This build actually was worked on. I worked on this over the course of multiple recordings, and one of the recordings is actually, for some reason, it's not working. I cannot get it to work. I have tried everything and it just says that the file is corrupted. So there is going to be a part of the build that is actually corrupted, and where you can't see what I did, but I can show you in the screenshots in the end. And I know it's really unfortunate, but sometimes that just happens, and for some reason I don't know what to do about it. I have tried everything, but I cannot get that recording to work probably. So we must live without it. But it should be fine in the end. You can totally see everything that's going on. And if you've been with me for a while, you kind of know the deal on how I build by now. So you should have a general idea on how it's done. So just keep that in mind. But there will be screenshots in the end of this video of the rooms that the recording did not take. So I still have the recording of the dining room, some of the dining room, and one of the living rooms and the bedrooms. So it's just a matter of the kitchen and the bathroom and the kind of walk-in living room. The living room that is right when you walk into the house. So it's kind of only those things. It's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about it now. So I've just began working on detailing the ground of the, let's just call it a lake here. So I started detailing, and then I was like, okay, so because this is a underwater house, it is technically underwater. There needed to be a lot of detail in the ground of the lake. So I decided to put in a lot of different style of rocks, different sizes and stuff, and we are gonna change the flooring of the lake here to a more dirt looking one. I do believe that we actually use the new dirt flooring. and kind of use that. It just makes it look a lot better. And I've just put in a lot of water plants here, just plants that I could kind of see go on the bottom. And there was kind of like, I'm not sure what that's actually called, kind of like this grass thingy. And I just thought that looked good underwater. Also, when you see it kind of from above here. And especially when we actually change the color of the flooring on the bottom of the lake, it just looks amazing. I think so. And right when the entrance is here, I decided to kind of do this thing where I tried to imitate it looking like it was kind of like, you know, rocks separated and then held together by this kind of like fencing thing that I do in a little bit. I just placed a lot of trees all around here because I wanted it to kind of blend in with the outside and still look like it was, you know, a real lake, with kind of like this little island in the middle that you could go out onto and enjoy. So I tried to do that, and that's why I put a lot of trees and stuff around the lake here, just to kind of give it that feel of a foresty lake kind of thing. And here I did that thing where I tried to imitate it like being a hole in the ground held together by these, I'm not, supports or something, and then some plants would have overgrown it, so it's kind of like a stone wall separated into the ground and held together by these kind of, I'm not sure what to call it, supporting leaning pillars or whatever. And yeah, I think it works really well. So I'm just working on the garden. Let's just call it a garden. The island garden here. And I decided to do something different than to what I did with the multi-level underground builds. I know I'm saying a lot. This build is just, I'm having a bit of trouble actually remember what I was doing, just because this build is actually built over such a long span of time. Because I'm very busy at the moment, so I'm trying to do everything, and it's just a bit stressful. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this build. So I decided to do something a bit different from the multi-level underground build, and kind of create like this nice outdoor space where you could enjoy yourself and have a good time. So we kind of have like this outdoor cinema here, which we're gonna work on a bit. I put in like these walls, or these fallen walls, and I decided that you know what, I could use these. So I stacked them up top of each other, and then I found another one of the pieces, and I kind of made like this natural looking wall. And I thought that looked really, really awesome and just in line with what I wanted to do. And then we're going to place, you know, some more trees, rocks around, ferns and other plants, just to make it look like it's part of the surrounding area. And also kind of like, I always had in mind, you know, plants that would work well around the lake. And I just thought, you know, ferns kind of is a lake plant in my mind. I think they grow around lakes, and you know, some very nice lighting around here looks really beautiful in the evening, and I just placed some of on the wall. And then of course we have the little fireplace where you can kind of sit and enjoy yourself in the evening as well. Some rocks around, and then in the middle of the kind of where you walk onto the island, I just decided to place this statue of this lady with plants. She holding plants or something, and I just thought that looked good and kind of fitted in with the ruined walls. And here we have where I've been inside and working on the last of the rooms. And this is where some of the footage is missing, so you can kind of see what's going on, but you will get screenshots in the end. And I made sure to take a lot of extra screenshots this time of the room, so you could definitely see all of the angles from the room, just because you don't get to see what I actually did with it. So here we're working on the living room with the television, and I'm working with a lot of yellow and green colors in this build, just because I wanted to get some more lighting in and have it feel like you would still be outside even though you're underwater. So I felt like this very nice yellow bright color on the walls and on the furniture was a really good idea, and then the green color on some of the walls and the green furniture just complemented that really well. So it just kind of all worked out together, like in the end, just changing some of the wall there. And then we have 2 bedrooms. I haven't made one of them a master bedroom because I think they are equally as awesome. They both have different things in them. So this bedroom that we're working on at the moment has a television and a little seating area, and the other one has like bookcases and a little desk with a computer. So they are different, and this bedroom here we're working with the color kind of neutral yellowy color palette, because it accents the green wall really well. And in the other bedroom we are working with the yellow wall, so we use a lot of green colors in here instead. And I just like how everything turned out, and just the green and yellow color palette just complement each other so well, and I'm overall super happy about how it turned out. So yeah, this video is almost coming to an end, and we are gonna jump into the screenshots in a little bit. Again, I can only apologize for the missing clip of the rest of the build downstairs, but I also didn't want to recreate it once again and to record it. I just felt like that would be kind of stupid, to actually be honest, and I just didn't feel like doing it, just because this build took so long to do. It's quite a large build when you think about it. There's a lot of elements. So here is right when you walk in. For some reason that one window showed up as black, but it is still white. Trust me, when you grab it, it looks white. I think it has something to do with the stone maybe outside, but yeah. So we have like this little living room right when you walk into the house, and this is the television living room. Also looking really good. I tried to separate the rooms so every room feels like it's unique, and I think I accomplished that. Yeah, remember, if you want to download this build, you certainly can. Just search my Origin ID, which is Auvbri, and you should be able to find every single thing that I have built. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and give me a big like. It really helps me out a great big deal. And if you subscribe, you get a notification every single time I upload something, or you are gonna see every single time I upload something. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's see if we can reach 20k within this year. It could be freaking awesome. And just enjoy the last of the screenshots, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. There's nothing else for me to say. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time.